Oh my gosh. Chris just confirmed that they believe in flat Earth. Okay, now I need to have this. Now I need Chris on. I absolutely. I can't let this go. I can't let. Hold on. No, 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 no. Chris, you have to come up. You have to come up. I'm sorry. I'm gonna bring you up. I'm gonna bring you up. I cannot let this opportunity go to waste. I actually have to.
Hello?
Yeah, I
Can
can
you
hear
hear me?
you. So you
Alright.
believe that the Earth is flat?
I mean, I don't know if I
Okay.
100% believe it, but
Do
when
you?
you have literal pilots saying that they think the Earth is flat and they fly all the time for a living, then you know what are you supposed to believe? When you have people that are literally doing it every day, thousands of times a day, and they literally look at you and they say, "I think the Earth is flat." I don't know if I believe it 100%, but like I would believe a pilot that does it every day for a living thousands of times more than I would believe somebody who doesn't.
Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe. I'm sorry. I'm just so excited that I finally have found
Think
someone
about
who
it. Hold
actually
up,
believes
right? No,
this.
think. Listen, but
But yeah.
no, listen to this. I've got a few good
All
points to
right.
make. Gravity is so strong it can control water on a globe, but little butterflies can break it.
What?
Think about that. Think about it. Gravity is so strong. Supposedly, they want you to believe that gravity is so strong that all this water is not just sloshing around on this Earth, flying around at speeds that are uncapacitable to man, right?
Yeah.
Like they're speeding around, we're spinning around, right? And there's water, supposedly we're spinning all this water, there's more water than land on Earth, and gravity is and gravity is so strong that it's not. Do you get what I'm
Okay.
trying to say?
So
Like
you're
I don't
trying
know
to
how to put
say
it in
that
words, but
butterflies break the law of physics?
now I'm saying is how would the Earth? No, you're not okay. I know I'm sounding crazy, but like I'm trying to like put it into words. So like um think about it. How is the if the world is spinning so fast, right? And there's so much water on the world. How is the water not spinning around? And think about it. How can gravity contain all that water, but butterflies can
Yeah,
break it?
because butterflies are less dense than water.
Okay,
They're also lighter.
but listen. Also, okay, listen. Okay, that's okay. That might be okay. That might be a bad example then. But listen to this then, right?
Yeah.
How come there is actually no proof nowadays of us going to space if the Earth is, and how come every time okay, you want to bring up another subject? Let's drop the flat Earth because you guys are just going to call me stupid
No,
for
no,
that.
no, 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 no. I want
How
to talk
come
about the
there's
flat
no
Earth.
proof of going to
Everyone,
space?
stop calling this person stupid. I actually want to have a civil debate with him. I actually want to have a civil debate
No,
with him. What was the point that you were that you were gonna bring up?
Katy Perry did not go to space. There's no actual proof of her going to space. She just said she did and made posts about it. There's no actual proof of her in space. You guys are stupid. Just saying.
Okay, let's not go to name calling. Let's not go to name calling. We want to be. I
Okay,
want
my
to be
bad,
civil.
but that's literally going to get me heated.
But chat.
I don't know
I
if I
know
believe
he
the Earth is
believes the
flat
Earth is flat.
100%. I
Guys.
don't know if I believe the Earth is
Well,
flat.
you
But
don't.
I'm just saying that that's what pilots say, and
Yeah.
pilots
I mean,
do it for
you're
a living.
arguing that
So
it's not round, is what you're arguing.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not saying that I know for certain. I'm just saying that I would believe people that fly in the air and get to look at their Earth that way more than I would believe people that don't.
Okay. Okay. So
I don't know if I believe it.
uh,
But I do believe that you can't go to space because if we have all this technology, we have 5G towers, we have all of this, but there's no actual good proof of space, and every time it is, it's blurry. Every time, like okay, there's examples. If you look like, have you ever seen the theory of like if you take a bottle rocket and put it under ice and put it under ice, and then have you seen like how when it's and like in water, and then have you seen like how when a rocket takes off and it hits the atmosphere, it looks the exact same when it tries to crack out the ice. It looks the exact same when the rocket hits the atmosphere. Have you seen videos of that?
mm,
You can literally look up scientific proof.
no, but what? How does that
And
prove
all
it?
of this, right?
How does that prove it though?
How does that prove? Because you can't go to space. You can't go to space. You know that they literally the government and everything, they have to tell you they put everything into like they make everything into jokes and stuff, but they're really telling you the truth of what they do. It's really easy, and you can break it down, and then you can like look up and back this stuff up. Like you can actually like fact check it, all of this stuff. Like everything I'm saying, you can go into fact check. You can call me crazy, whatever, call me stupid, but then go and fact check this stuff when I'm done. Like you might say we good, all this stuff, but like I'm dead serious. All this stuff, I thought this stuff was crazy too. I was literally in your guys' shoes at one point. I was like, oh my, NASA stands for not a space agency. Are you okay? NASA literally stands for not a space agency.
No, that's not actually what that means, but
that is what it's. That's what they take it as. They tell us something different, but that is literally what it stands for. NASA started off exploring the ocean.
That is true, but they also
NASA is not.
NASA
is not a space agency.
But they also explored the space.
Do you know?
They also explored space.
Do you know NASA is okay? If it's 2025, we got 4K cameras, we got satellites we got Elon, we got Starlink. We literally have Starlink. Why can't they freaking stream
Okay,
a
did
space
you know
launch
that there was a
if it's so
German
real?
scientist that actually took a picture of the Earth before NASA was even invented? And guess what? There was curvature.
Okay, yeah, he took a picture. You know how easy it is to fake a picture? We're talking
Not
about
back in 1939, no. Actually, I don't know. It was 39.
Somebody could literally draw. Like, somebody could make a picture and say it was made in 1939, and you would believe it if it's from a credible source.
No, the photo's been around since 1947. Sorry, I messed up the year, but it was 1947, I believe.
Yeah, that's what they tell you NASA stands for, but it actually stands for not a space station, not a space agency.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Okay, you can call me crazy, but do the research. Do the research, and then you'll see that I'm not. Like, I'm not even joking.
Okay. What?
I think they explore the ocean. I think they're actually exploring the ocean.
Do you want evidence to support why I believe it's round?
I'm not talking about the Earth being flat anymore. I'm thinking, I don't know if I believe that. You guys are the only ones stuck on that. Like, you guys are the only ones been stuck on that.
You kind of confirmed that, though.
No, I don't. I don't know if I believe it 100%. I think. Okay, if you want to go back to ancient text,
not even ancient text, just how the sun works and how the moon works is enough proof.
What do you mean? How the sun works?
Yeah,
and how the sun works?
Why is it daytime in America and nighttime in China?
What do you mean? That's like asking, bro, have you not ever? Okay, let me think about this. Let me think of how to put this into words. Like, it sucks being on Roblox because I can't actually like put in video proof. Like, I got video proof of everything, and explanations on everything that could explain it better than I can. But like, I can't put in this. I can't submit the proof. I'm trying to think. Okay, give us a source. Hold up 1 second. What do you mean by give you a source? Even if I start saying the source, I'm gonna get voice banned.
No, I've given sources for my claims before, and I've never gotten banned.
Okay, what do you mean by give you a source? Like give you
tell us where it is. Like, tell us where it is, what the article is, and what website is on.
I'd have to honestly go back and find it. Like, I'm not like being like I could, if you want to sit here, I could go back through my history. I don't know where it's at, but like it's in my history somewhere. I'd have to sit here and search.
Let me ask you a question. Is it a video evidence or no? Like a video essay?
I'm not sure, but I think so.
Okay, that's not a reliable source.
Yeah, but government websites aren't reliable sources either, because we know that the government lies to us every day. So like, what is a reliable source?
The scientific consensus.
Nothing is a reliable source. Okay, but they lie too. Bill Nye himself has said the Earth is a closed system. Argue that.
That the solar system is a closed.
When you have Buzz Aldrin literally saying we didn't go to space, argue that.
First of all, he's been teaching science since like the 80s. Back then, Pluto was considered a planet. Now it's no longer considered a planet. It's considered a dwarf planet because science has evolved. But the scientific consensus that the Earth is round has stayed completely consistent for hundreds upon hundreds of years.
You're stuck on the flat Earth thing. I'm talking about the Earth is a closed system. He says that himself. Bill Nye literally says to there, and you say video proof. Okay, but this is video of him saying it. He says himself to a person. He goes, "The Earth is a closed system."
The Earth is a closed system.
And then he also, look it up. Bill Nye saying the Earth is a closed system. And you can also look up saying this little 8-year-old girl asked Buzz Aldrin when he's doing an interview, she goes, how did you get to the moon or something like that? And he goes, that's not an 8-year-old question. And he goes, well, to tell you the truth, it's because we didn't. Buzz Aldrin himself says that. You can find a video clip of it too.
I'll definitely look it up after the stream for sure.
Okay. And there's also a clip of this dude going up to Neil Armstrong with a Bible, and he says, I have a check for $10,000 for you. All you have to do is put your hand on the Bible and say you went to the moon, and he wouldn't do it. If space is real, how come the literal astronauts will not put their hand on the Bible and say, I went to the moon? For $10,000, that's all he had to do was put his right hand on the Bible and said, yeah, I went to the moon.
Yeah, I want to ask this question.
Because if you're
someone asked,
listen,
why
if
does
you're
putting
listen, if
why
you went
does
to the
putting
moon,
your hand on
listen,
a Bible
I'll
determine
explain.
years of scientific
I'll explain.
work
I
is
read
fake?
that. I read that. I'll explain. If you went to the moon, right? Think about it. If you went to the moon, if you're one of the first 3 people in America that went to the moon, you would be excited, right? You'd be ecstatic. You'd own that. I went to the moon. I walked on the moon. That was me. Why would he be scared to do it? Why wouldn't he? Why would he not?
We can debate more about that later, but
like, yeah, I went to the
we
moon.
can debate more about that later, but the timer's run out like a while ago. But also, I want to answer a question I had in chat. Ethan says, "Can I be a fact checker here?" Yeah, you can if you want. There's totally a big rumor that Buzz said that an 8-year-old that's gone on for a long time, but it's absolutely not on video, and there's no proof at all that it was.
I have video
ever said.
proof of it right now.
All right. Well, I mean, we can.
I'll play it right. Matter of fact, I'll play it. I'll play it right now. Let me find it. I'll play it right now. I'll play it through the mic for you guys. Watch this. Give me a second. If you guys don't disconnect me, or if it doesn't voice ban me, you guys are about to hear this. Watch.
I'm listening.
I'm scrolling down. I gotta find it.
Take your time.
Yeah, I actually found multiple. Hold up. I'll just play a couple.
Why has nobody been to the moon in such a long time?
That's not an 8-year-old's question. That's my question. I want to know, but I think I know. Because we didn't.
He said, and then he says, because we didn't go there. And then, hold up.
What's the scariest moment of the journey?
Scariest. It didn't happen.
Then, so, I mean, I don't know if I need to play anymore, but that's himself. That's one of the people that supposedly went to the moon saying they didn't go to the moon.
Okay.
Also, here's another crazy thing. Here's another crazier thing. But like, I mean, we can switch topics because I know that that's not even like a political conversation. Or if you want to keep going, we can too.
Keep going on the flat Earth thing.
I don't. Okay, so are you religious at all or not? No, I'm not trying to I'm not pushing that, but I am just going to quote something. I am going to quote something that it says in the Bible, and there is, if you look up video evidence, it kind of backs up what it says in a way. And like there has been historical things that back up what the Bible says. For example, I don't know if you know about. Do you know one of the rivers back in the Middle East that got really low, and it showed a sign that was like ancient text that nobody had ever seen before, carved into it, and it said, "When you see this, weep," or something like that. Do you remember when that happened? When the river got super low?
I no.
Do you remember that?
Think I.
Okay, well, there's a quote, and do you remember when that part in the Middle East when the rivers literally appeared out of nowhere in the desert?
I'm not sure.
Well, those are direct Bible quotes that Jesus said would happen when that it said would happen, like signs, like signs that you could quote that would happen in history to prove that people aren't crazy if you believe in it. For example, and it quotes exactly the firmament verse. This is why I believe the earth is flat also as well, and it's domed. It says, "And God said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters. And God made the firmament and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so. And God called the firmament heaven." So, and it literally depicts ancient Hebrew depiction of it shows the earth and the sea and the mountains, right, on this flat plane. And then it shows the clouds, and then it shows this firmament, and then there's water above the firmament, and then heaven. That's basically, you can look up ancient Hebrew depictions of this. You can look up ancient.
So what's more reliable?
This is
a
not
literal
just
scientific consensus that literally every single scientist has came to a conclusion of.
But these scientists, but what are your sources for these scientists posting? Are these posting? These are posting through government
can I
platforms,
finish my
which
question?
they have to say certain things. Okay.
What's more reliable? a scientific consensus or a book that was written 2,000 years ago?
Okay, no, I understand that question, but listen, okay, okay, uh, it, you could say that the book 2,000 years ago is not reliable, but then when there's factual evidence to back up what is happening that they said would happen in that book 2,000 years ago, it becomes reliable. Because listen, like that's like saying, okay, for example, it could be crazy, but it's not. It's when there's stuff that's scientifically and historically happening to match what it said would happen. It's not crazy. For example, they're pushing a digital ID. You know this, right? They're pushing a digital ID. They're working on it. Project 2030. Look it up. A digital ID by 2030. Everybody will be digitalized. Everybody will be digitalized. You'll have to have this one little chip. Literally says that in the Bible, the mark of the beast. It literally says that. It says when that happens, it's the end is near. Everything by then will be digitalized. Surveillance will be so, like, you can look it up. I don't know how to explain it. It's crazy. Like, it's blowing my mind even trying to talk about it. But by 20, like, there's even proof of this. Like, Mark Zuckerberg himself, there was this thing with Trump, the other, like a interview with Trump that they were doing. They were together, which I don't know if you know, but Mark Zuckerberg and Trump used to not like each other. But Trump literally basically made him play ball with him, because if he didn't, you know how he got an investigation? That was all because he didn't want to play ball in the first place. Now he's playing ball. Now he's with Trump, right? And there's a hot mic video. You can look it up. He's with Trump talking, and he goes, and Trump asks him how many cameras or something, how much money he spent on cameras. And he says like a number, and then he leans back and he's like, his mic's still on, and he goes, I'm not sure what number you wanted me to say. So like Project 2030 is like literally confirmed to be happening. You can look it up and do research.
I'll definitely research about it, but
and that is like one of the things that it says in the Bible that would happen. It doesn't say Project 2030 exactly, but it says mark of the beast, which is like a digital form that controls everything. Like so I don't know, you can call it, I don't know. I do believe scientists to some degree, but at the point I don't even know, because Dr. Fauci himself has been like scientists, like credited scientists that we thought were believable at one point, have been like confirmed to be liars. They lied right in front of you. Like, for example, COVID was not real. COVID was just a cold, like to get them to give you a shot. It was just a severe cold. Like, look up COVID symptoms and look up cold symptoms. It was literally just a severe cold. It's actually not as crazy. I know it sounds crazy because of like everybody, but I'm telling you, it's not as crazy as I'm making it sound. A lot of people more than me believe this. Like, I know I could literally get more. I could text multiple people right now to make an account and join. I know more people that literally.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure you have some kind of echo chamber. I'm sure you do.
It's not okay. No, see here. I do believe that there was sickness and it was like a type of a cold or something, but I don't like, okay, I don't believe that it came from bats in Wuhan. I believe that it was government made, for one. I believe that it was government made. Yes. Okay. Because listen,
I mean, that's speculative.
Right? There has been, I don't believe it was this crazy weird virus that came from Japan and spread all over the world.
Wasn't it China?
I believe that
you didn't even get the country right.
Or China, my bad. China, my bad. Wuhan, whatever. I'm not trying to be mean, but I believe that it was lab made and released because it's have you noticed? Okay, the dude who made Big Pharma is behind schools, and you can look this up, Rockefeller, whatever his name is. The dude who made Big Pharma is behind schools, and his quote was, "I do not want a nation of thinkers, I want a nation of workers." It was another like ploy to make money for Big Pharma. It was just a big pharma scandal. Like, they released a new virus and then they released the solution to the virus so everybody would pay to go get it so they could make more money.
What does that have anything to do with COVID being fake?
That's what I believe. I believe that it was just another like a severe cold they released and then named it COVID and said it was a crazy virus so that people would have to go get vaxxed and they would pay money so that they can make more money. It was all just a money scandal.
Okay, so first of all, how many people like died from COVID again?
Okay, but look up the symptoms of COVID and then look up the symptoms of a severe cold. It's
okay. I'll search it up real quick. Symptoms of
or a severe flu or something like that. It's one of those two. It's either the flu or the cold.
Severe flu. All right, yeah, they're similar. How does that prove anything though?
Because think about it. they do it all the time. They come up with new names for the same old thing. Like, think about it. There's multiple things that have the exact same like symptoms, but yet there's different vaccines for it. They just want to, they're like, I don't know, it's like testings. It's almost like they're testing different stuff in us because they want to test different vaccines, and they have to come up with an excuse for it, so they make a new
what's
virus.
your proof for this?
What do you mean? When the flu came out, different types of flu shots came out. They all had, and then
because we don't want to die from the flu
all over time. No, obviously, but okay, flu is crazy, but like, think about it. Like, there for different types of colds. Have you noticed how, like, for example, bronchitis and a lung infection are pretty much the exact same thing, but they call it two different things? Like, they do it all the time. They just make two different names.
Because bronchitis is a different form. It's a type of that, but it's not the same thing as just a simple lung infection.
Okay, but do you get what I'm trying to say though? Like, I think.
Okay, so what I'm asking you is, what's your source for your claims?
I've seen too many sources over the years. Too many
sources. Okay. What's your source?
I've seen, for example, like you can look this up multiple times when they were pushing the COVID vaccine when it first came out and COVID was real fresh. They were pushing the COVID vaccine, and there was multiple people that were coming out, scientists that were saying that it was fake and all this stuff, and then they disappeared.
What's your source for that?
Look it up. I don't know the exact source. You can find it though. You can find these sources.
If there's so many sources, at least name me one.
I can't. I don't look. Okay, if you want my truth, when I do research, I don't look at the name of the site. I just look at research, and then if I'll research it myself, I'll look it up, and then if I see a bunch of people saying the same thing, then I'll like, you know.
Okay, so if everyone was saying, you know, that eating asbestos was good for you, would
no, it's not like if everybody, no, it's not like that. It's more like if a lot of people that like, okay, I look at it as if somebody has no reason to lie, like, I look at it from their perspective almost. Like, I try to look at it as in their perspective and what they're saying, because if they sound crazy, then I'm going to say they're just freaking crazy. But if they sound believable, I'm going to be like, because the world is a crazy place, and a lot of things happen that you wouldn't believe. But like, and it sounds crazy when you say these things out loud, because that's what they want.
I don't know about you, but I personally believe like facts and statistics more than just a group of people saying one thing.
But what are these facts and statistics being pumped out by?
By scientists.
Right? But who are the scientists?
Nobody.
For? But who are they?
They're not employed by anyone.
Well, if they're scientists, they have to work for something. They have to have a job. They can't just be a scientist for themselves. They have to work for a company to science for. They have to science for a company, or they have to have their own company. And they have to be funded. Who are they funded by?
Okay, so you're telling me that, like, for example, gravity was just like some government, like.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about, okay, for example, scientists. I'm asking a certain question. Who are these scientists do you believe funded by?
People.
That's my question.
People fund science.
Okay, who are the people that are funding them?
Citizens through taxpayer money?
No, I'm saying who are their biggest funders? Who are these credibles, these big scientists that you believe, who are their number one biggest funder? Who's their number one biggest funder? That should be the question.
You believe there is a single, like, big funder for this?
There's multiple funders for certain scientists. For example, Bill Gates, I think Bill Gates funded biotech, I believe, or one of those for the COVID vaccine. Why would there be tech in a vaccine? Why do you need little tech nanobots in a vaccine? What does that do? You see what I'm saying? Like,
wait, I'm sorry.
Why do they need
you're saying that because of the name, it implies that there's something in the vaccine?
No, it's been proven. There's been proven. It was proven.
Okay.
Also,
show me the studies.
I can't show you on Roblox.
Well, give me a source.
Look up biotech and COVID vaccine. Do your research. Look up on have you heard of the website Snopes? You want to talk about a credible source? I mean, that's ran by the government though, so I don't know how credible it is, because, you know, the government, they lie all the time.
Okay.
You can do your research. I don't have to explain this stuff. Like, I'm not trying to, like, sit here and
Well, I'll definitely do my research on it.
Like, I'm
but
trying to debate.
I just don't. I don't know. But yeah, I'll do my research about it after the stream. But for now, I'm gonna go and bring back up Lazarus.